This is a grass that kills people. In the middle is a strange black stone. Touch it and you'll know everything, and then you never get out. It's a novel of the same name by Stephen King, adapted from the cycle of the film In the Tall Grass. Film began Paige's unexpected pregnancy, but her boyfriend said he wanted to pursue his music dream. Tell her to get rid of the baby. Paige is not willing to, so he went to San Diego with his brother. Get ready to have the baby. To a foster family. On the way she vomited. They stopped in a patch of grass. Suddenly they heard the grass. A cry for help came from the little boy. The decision was made immediately to get him out. My brother parked the car next to the church. Into the grass first. Paige then called the police on her cell phone, but the line was always busy, and I got separated from my brother. They could only hear each other in the grass, and you can't find anyone, so they decided to jump at the same time, so you can see each other. The two men took off and found they were not far away, decided to jump again, but this time it's 100 meters apart. Peppa fell to the ground in fright. The grass had teleported their position. Brother also received a shock, ran all the way and accidentally fell in the mud. I saw a dog that had been dead a long time. The two decided to leave the boy alone, get back to the road, but then the night falls. They still haven't found each other. Then Paige met a dirty middle-aged man. He said he was the boy's father, Luo, and told Paige he had found his way out of the grass. But with my wife and kids here, he would never leave alone. Paige believed him for a while. On the other side, the brother accidentally met the little boy who was calling for help. He was dirty all over, with a dead crow in his hand. Very terrorist. He'll do some dead things around. His brother asked him if he had introduced them on purpose. The little boy said no. He and mom and dad, also ushered in by a man's cry for help. And then we have a pretest. Paige is your sister. She was going to die soon. The elder brother was shocked. How do you know she's my sister? And she said she was going to die. The rock. The rock teaches you to hear the tall grass. The tall grass knows everything. Bewildered, the elder brother followed the little boy. The grass. There's a huge black rock standing here that's very weird. The little boy took the lead and touched it. His hair stood on end. Boy, that feels good. Just as my brother was about to try. In the distance, Paige suddenly cried. Let's go back to Paige. Lao Luo found out that he had been abandoned by his boyfriend. Said he had a child by accident. I had to give up my music dream. I found a steady job to support my family. Family's everything. What did Paige suddenly step on? A medicine bottle shears. And a bloody lock of a woman's hair. And then she looked up and Lo was gone. Hear the screams. The brother immediately ran to find Paige. And disappeared into the grass. After a long time, men came here looking for missing girlfriend Paige. I saw their red car parked by the church. It's gathering dust. And then I found Paige's book on the side of the road. So he walked into the tall grass without hesitation. The male protagonist is very vigilant. He would make a mark by knotting the grass in a few steps. But here's the thing. The tall grass seems to be alive. It will unravel slowly after a while. It's getting dark. Lost in the tall grass, the man meets the little boy. He immediately called out the hero's name. You don't remember. Male master of Face Meng Force. Isn't this my first time here? The boy went on. You're looking for Becky. I can show you, but you gotta stay close. And then he led him to Paige's body. The grief-stricken man spent the night beside Luo's face was confused. The original. This mother is not mother 2 who came in yesterday. It was mom 1 who came in earlier. The bag and hair page 1 stepped on were hers. But the old Luo 2 had never done that at all. Lao Luo saw good things go wrong. He grabbed his wife and blew her head off, so frightened that everyone ran away. When I didn't know which way to go, the dog suddenly appeared, led us into an abandoned house. Just got rid of a crazy Rodney. Brother and male protagonist quarreled. Scold the male master 2 slag. Walked out on Paige when she was pregnant. And the hero satirized brother. I already feel more for Paige than I do for a brother. A pervert. And you're a real hero playing hobby to your little sister. Which is the next best thing to fucking her. Which is what you really want, isn't it? By this time Luo had caught up with him. Started banging on the door. Everyone climbed onto the roof. I saw the church just a stone's throw away. And was surprised to see the dog go through a hole. It went straight to the road. Men want to see the location of the hole. And accidentally fell off the roof. It's a good thing my brother caught him. But he hesitated for only a second before his brother let go. The man fell down. A rival in love was resolved. My brother tried to run away with Paige. However, Paige insisted on finding a man together. I left on my own. Then the elder brother was caught by Luo. Before that he saw a lot of multiple bodies of their own. He had died like this 1,000 times. Paige was on the run. Tall grass turned into a monster in human form. He passed it to the stone, so he was in labor. Peggy was in excruciating pain. He took out his phone and called his former self. Let brother don't hurt men. It turned out that this was the call she had received earlier. The pain that accompanied Paige's birth. A deep hole appeared in front of the black rock. Inside are thousands of crying souls, and the engravings on the black stone. It also seems to imply that this is a trap for Blackstone. In a daze, Paige found his brother holding his newborn baby, and feeding him the food. She was just mechanically chewing. But when I woke up, I realized my mouth was full of blood. She had just eaten it. It's actually the baby that I just gave birth to. Send him food. It was not my brother but Luo. Later, didn't fall dead men finally found the dying Paige. And the little boy said to him, this is never gonna stop. Luo suddenly appeared and knocked down the men. Finally, with the help of the dying Paige, male master succeeded in killing the old Luo. He hugged the dead Peppa and cried. The only way out of here to end the cycle is to touch the black rock. Male master, regardless of the boy's block, touched the black stone. In an instant the whole grass was filled with blood. He seemed a different man, too, because he knew he was never going to get out. The man gave the Paige necklace to the little boy. I'm not leaving, but you don't belong here. Neither is packing. Don't let them in. Then he sent the little boy out of the tall grass. In an instant, the little boy who had been teleported to the church came to the highway. Just met ready to go into the grass. Paige and brother. The little boy took out his necklace and tried to persuade him. Finally stopped Paige. He decided to turn around and head back with the little boy. Heard the car leave. The man in the tall grass smiled. It has since become a grass here, and Paige will never know. The man who walked out on him. He's not the man who cheated and played with women's feelings. To protect Paige, the man chose to sacrifice himself. A lot of people say they don't understand what this movie is about. It seems to me to be a story of redemption. Luo is actually a middle-aged version of the hero. On his girlfriend's unwanted pregnancy, Luo gave up his dream for his family, but also because of the heart has always been resentful. In the end, the black stone inspired him to kill his wife and leave their children, and the man chose to pursue his dream and abandon his girlfriend. But I felt guilty all the time, inspired by Blackstone. Instead, it made him release his love for his girlfriend. In the end, he sacrificed himself. Makes the girlfriend turn around and go home. In reality, he raised the children together. He has redeemed himself. Have my own family now. Blackstone itself is not a bad thing. He will only release the desires in your heart, no matter good or bad. Finally, let's go back. The man who scared the hell out of Paige 1. You can tell by the clothes. She is the little boy's mother. How do you interpret that?